Jolan True, welcome to the first two episode in Freedom called Toward Freedom and the Vault.
I have a new task for you. This situation is a bit delicate. Starfleet has shared with us certain information regarding activities undertaken by the Empire. One of the outposts along the old border, Starbase 39 Sierra, keeps watch over Tal Shiar and Romulan Star Navy movements, at least as much as it can, given the preponderance of cloaking devices in the fleet. Admiral Tanay on Starbase 39 Sierra can give you further information. Report to her. I know that Admiral Tanay was not exactly pleasant to work with during the meeting at Kittimer. I've asked a few colleagues and learned that past experiences have given her somewhat of a grudge against Romulans. Her attitude may have changed somewhat because of the actions of you and other officers allied with Starfleet, but don't expect her to be warm or welcoming. And while it may be tempting to try to bait her, remember that the Republic and all its people are counting on you. Think of it as your chance to be more rational and diplomatic than a Vulcan.
Understood, Admiral.
Greetings.
I see that you have arrived, as instructed. We have much work to do.
I have new missions for you.
Before the destruction of Romulus, the Imperial Navy and the Tal Shiar operated a base known as the Vault. It was a massive starbase in a remote system designed to facilitate illegal research and construction projects on a tremendous scale. I am sure, however, that such a breach of interstellar accords by the Romulan Star Empire is no surprise to you. Research at the Vault led to the use of Borg technology in various Romulan ship refits. While the facility was abandoned in the wake of the Hobus supernova, long-range sensors have reported activity and ship traffic in the Hakona system, where the Vault is located. Starfleet wishes to be certain that nobody is able to use the Vault to acquire Borg technology or restricted weapons. Command has recommended that you, as a former subject of the Star Empire, may have an advantage in entering the Vault by subterfuge instead of force. I need you to proceed immediately to the Hakona system and investigate the Vault. Engage if you must, but I would prefer if you could gather the information we need without conflict.
Understood, Admiral.
I have new missions for you.
In order to avoid drawing too much attention, you need to fly under the radar, so to speak. Admiral Tanay has authorized the requisition of a shuttlecraft for you. You can fulfill the requisition in the shipyard. Once you're ready, take the shuttlecraft out to the Hakona system. If you have a runabout, fighter, or other such craft available, feel free to use it, but do not approach the system in a starship. We want to avoid the notice of whoever's in the vault. A shuttle will also be able to dock with the vault and explore the interior.
Understood. Also, Roman Republic will be sending one of their best with you on this operation, Commander Talamera. She's been fully briefed and will transport to your vessel as soon as you're ready to depart for Okona. I trust this won't be a problem, not at all.
Any questions?
No more questions.
Very well. Remember, you must use a shuttlecraft, runabout, fighter, or similar small operations craft to undertake this mission. We need on-site intel from the interior of the vault. Starfleet will not clear you to enter the Hakona system otherwise. Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, I'll pause the video till we get there. And here we are at the vault.
Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Romulan ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon. Sensors are reading a sophisticated tachyon detection network, as well as several patrolling vessels. For an abandoned station, this facility certainly has a lot of activity. We need to find a way past that sensor grid. Perhaps we can see if some of our stolen Tal Shiar data will be of use. We must assume that if we engage the ships here, they'll notify whoever is left on the station, and it may become difficult to find an entry point. The Remans are all over this. It doesn't look like the Tal Shiar have been here in a while. I'll wager they haven't changed their old codes. You have a number of them from previous operations. They may be just what we need here. There's an old communications relay satellite nearby. We could try sending an access code through there and see if we can gain legitimate access. Typical Type 21A communications booster satellite. Fortunately for us, it's still alive. Fortunately for us, it's still active. Unfortunately, it's heavily encrypted. We could use this to boost our own communications, but that doesn't seem to offer any way in to the station itself. Looks like the station is requesting a 3-signature encrypted key. Approaching the tachyon grid perimeter. If we're detected by it, that will definitely alert the Remans. picking up some unusual energy readings. We'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find. Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Sensor readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs.
Very good.
We've tripped some security systems.
More shields.
The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They're segmenting the different parts of the base. Possibly a safety measure in case something went wrong in one of the central areas. Access appears to be controlled by use of security keys. We can disable it if we can find a code block that matches part of a security key. This defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. On a rotation. There's a security code and it submatches a piece of one block 6750. That's it. Well done. We should be able to bypass the system and gain access.
Okay.
There's still power in most of the station. Some of these conduits are damaged. Keep an eye out for energy discharges. Microgravity storage crates, mostly construction supplies. No weapons or unusual energy signatures.
Ships under attack.
Above us, that's a Borg sphere. The Tal Shiar must have used this base as a storage facility and research area for Borg technology. The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's been put to sleep. It's not the source of the strange readings that long-range scans detected. Looks like the sphere's hooked into part of the local systems network. We should be able to exit through the other doors now. Probably a safety precaution to keep them locked.
Logical.
Ships under attack.
Quiet in this area. Too quiet. disturbing. We're looking at a facility used to build Thalaron weapons. If the Remans have infiltrated this base, they may be trying to secure those weapons.
So our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter. Have you seen all that you came to see, little spy?
Who are you?
Does it really matter? Call me Obasek, if a name is that important to you.
What are you doing here?
That should be obvious. I intend to make use of this station to further my agenda. Your presence, however, is a bit more curious. I expect that you're operating under the shroud of Empress Sela, whether you realize it or not.
I'm not an agent of Empress Sela.
Then what are you? An operative of a Tal Shiar? A hapless refugee? A pawn to one of the other powers like the Federation or the Klingons? Or just a waste of my time?
I'm a free Romulan, free from the chains of the Empire, free from fear, free from the past.
Then you can understand my motives. I am making a clean break from our bloody past. I, too, now live without fear.
I have no wish to be your enemy.
Unfortunate as it may be that you are caught in this crossfire, your kin are my foes. Now you feel the weight of the sickness that has gripped the Romulan people for so long. But cutting out this cancer may kill the patient.
Even if you succeed, you must find a way to normalize relations. You will need allies.
I will deal with the future when it arrives. For me, there is no tomorrow until my people are free. However, I respect your commitment to your position. It's a shame we are at cross purposes.
I am afraid our time is at an end. My associates have already finished loading the Thalaron weapons that we need, and I have other operations to manage. I think we both know what happens now. May your death be quick and valorous.
Okay, cloak to avoid all the scorpions.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Definitely not going to engage that Mo guy.
Blast the door locks.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Warning. Ship is under attack.
And this Tavira will be light work.
We must stop Obisek's ship. They cannot be allowed to possess Thaleron weapons. We can use the subspace booster satellite outside the station to send a message to Starfleet as soon as we're clear of the interior. But Obisek's warship will almost certainly attack us when we do. We'll have to survive long enough for reinforcements to arrive. Reinforcements have arrived and are just past that nebula. We don't have much time. We need to meet with our allies and stop that ship.
Very well.
We are now in the micronebula. USS Laza is signaling us. They're going to engage the Riemann ship, but they want us to take care of the fighters and plasma torpedoes.
That was quite an explosion. Probably from the Thaleron weapons carried aboard the ship. We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking. Suggest you return to Federation space.
Understood.
Taken a preliminary look at your logs, and it seems that things went a bit unexpectedly. I have a feeling this isn't the last time we'll be seeing the vault. The Reman commander you encountered is definitely a major player in the disintegration of the Romulan Star Empire. I'm going to send the information you gathered about him over to an old colleague of mine, Dr. Maximilian Peters, for analysis. If this Reman is a leader in their separatist movement, we'll have to deal with him again. Hopefully, Dr. Peters can work up a psychological profile for him, and a sociological analysis of the Separatists. Our next step will be to decode the signal intelligence and go through any remnants left from the ship that was destroyed near the vault. Now that we know that the Remans were hoping to use Thaleron weapons, we need to figure out their target location. Right now, Starfleet knows far too little about a civil war in the making, but it'll take time to sift through all of the data. Keep in touch. Starfleet will notify you when we have a lead. Oh, and thanks for the good work.
You're welcome.
Excellent work. We need to learn more about the conflict between Obasek and the Romulans. Sila's forces may indeed be hounding the Remans, but the use of Thaleron weapons is unacceptable. Not even the Klingons or the Breen will stoop to such barbarism. Starfleet intelligence will be working to decode the list of possible targets you acquired from the base's database. The next step may be to investigate these sites and find out why the Remans want to destroy them.
Understood.
I have
Congratulations, Admiral.
Congratulations.
And thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you again soon.